Revival Today Church. We know some of you are moving, we know some of you are interested in moving, and we want you to know we put a special package together just for you. What I want you to do is go to revivaltoday.com/moving. Fill out that form, and then once we get that form, we'll send you a special package that's full of resources to help you get to know Pittsburgh. We're so excited. We know you are so excited, and we can't wait to see you at Revival Today Church.
Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as Dallas and I are here to announce our next big move, biggest move we've ever made for Revival Today. Behind me is a building that will look nothing like it looks right now when we finish. We're on just under 5 acres of property that we've just finished purchasing, which is going to give us the ability to have a state-of-the-art studio. And in that studio, something I've wanted to have for a long time, which is a live studio audience. It's going to be a 500-seat building when we finish with it that'll give us the ability to touch the world with our broadcasts. This facility is going to give me the ability to do what I've really missed, which is having you in the audience to minister to personally. Obviously, you can't beat the reach of digital media. We touch the whole world every day, but we have the ability now with this to lay hands on people, pray for people that are sick, a place where you can bring people that are drug addicted, demonized, and really give them the ministry that you can't get on YouTube and Facebook. I can't wait. And then beyond that, we're going to announce the launch of Revival Today Church. We're going to hold Holy Ghost church services every Sunday morning. I'll be there most Sunday mornings. This isn't going to be like some little side project. We're going to give you and your family a place you can go that's a soul-winning church that values the presence of God, where you can get prayed for and ministered to, where there's not a critical race theory lecture or a mass and social distancing 10 minutes of no talking to anybody in the lobby. None of that. We're going to have a place where you're free and where you're free to experience the presence of God.
I'm incredibly excited because I know a lot of you have been asking about different meetings and events that we couldn't have during COVID, and trust me, we tried so hard. So this really frees us up to do everything that we want to do with healing meetings and women's conferences. So I am so looking forward to seeing you and having you be a part of this.
So I want to give you a twofold call to action. Number one, if your church turned in to a liberal nightmare in 2020 and you need a place to go, I would be happy to have you at our church. Number two, if you are a partner or a friend of our ministry, Revival Today, this is the biggest move by far we've ever made. By the time we finish remodeling that building, the acquiring of the property, you're looking at a couple of M's. So if you would stand with us now, I'll say thank you ahead of time. Pray and ask the Holy Ghost what He would have you to do. You've been so generous, and I thank you ahead of time for your extreme generosity. I know I speak on behalf of my wife, everybody here at Revival Today, when I say we love you very much. And now I can say I look forward to seeing you face to face here at the new home of Revival Today.
Hey.
Our country's being run by a bunch of...
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Check the Market. And the markets are open. Look at that. Perfect timing. And the markets are
Oh, yeah.
And the markets are up. Dow futures were up, and now the market is up. Dow Jones is up 137 points, 139, S&P 17, Nasdaq 71. So clawing itself back to some gains there this month. Good morning from Portland, Oregon. Good morning, Scott. Anastasia, Senthiel, good morning to you. Amber, good morning. Ninja Buddha, good morning. Markets were they down at the end of the day yesterday? No, they were up yesterday. Last day of September. So the stock market September blues are officially over today. So it's just going to be all straight to the top from here. Good morning, Nicholas. Welcome to Check the Market. From Coachella, California, Julia, James, welcome. David, good morning. Make sure you share the broadcast with everybody who's interested in investing, or anybody who's not interested in investing, because they need to see this too. They need to get interested in investing. NFTs. We're going to be talking about NFTs today. DC Comics. Going to be dropping some free NFTs. And if you keep them in their original packaging, they might be worth $1 million 50 years from now. Big government wants crypto to bow to regulation. We're going to go into some of that. So there's going to be, we need some adults in the market. Well, we'll get into it and see what's going on today. Let's see the first article. What do we have? There we have the Supreme Leader of North Korea. Me and my friends tuning into earnings calls for companies we have $5 invested in. I've done that many times. Amy, welcome from Pomeroy, Ohio. Thanks for tuning in, Janet. Good morning to you. Thanks for watching. Let's make some money today. I have a wedding to pay for. Yes, we'll try our best to get that paid for today. All right, continue. Exactly, that is how you learn. By listening in when you only have $5 invested. Holy NFT. DC Comics to distribute free NFTs of favorite characters could be one of the world's largest drops. Let's see the article. According to a Wednesday announcement, DC will send free NFTs featuring its characters to those who registered to attend the DC Fandom online event on October 16th. The participants will also have the opportunity to unlock a second NFT by sharing the event on social media. The NFTs will feature superheroes such as Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, and Harley Quinn. There will be 3 covers for each character in 3 levels of rarity. Limited seating, less than 200 spots to learn how to become a better... Oh, that's not part of it. DC publisher and Chief Creative Officer Jim Lee said the drops pay homage to our 87-year history while visualizing a future in which NFTs play a foundational role in novel ways of interacting with DC content and unlocking new experiences. Considering that 2020's DC Fandom event generated massive 22 million global views, and this year's attendance is anticipated to surpass 2020's, the firm suggests it could be very likely one of the largest NFT drops ever. Continue. So there you have it, NFTs. So if you're interested in getting some of those DC NFTs, register for the event. I don't know if you have to pay for it or not. But register for the event and see if you can get one of those NFTs. It'll be a way to get your feet wet with NFTs. Good morning, David. Oh, Davina from La Quinta, California. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in, California. What is it, 6:35 there now? Good morning, Scott. All right, let's keep going. What's in a name? Dollar store model shifting for these two retailers. What is happening with the dollar store? It might be $1.50 or a $2 store. We'll see what happens. Let's see the article. For years, discount retailers have been a way for customers to know they won't pay over a certain price, dating back to 1908, where were 5 and dime cent stores that sold items for less than 10 cents. Fast forward and the trend of dollar stores selling items for $1 or less started popping up. Dollar Store, Dollar Tree Inc., DLTR, ticker symbol, has been known for years as having everything in the store cost $1. Dollar Tree announced it'll ramp up a new effort to sell higher priced items, which it has been testing across several brands and new store concepts. Dollar Tree Plus is the company's new store format that has been among the $1, $3, and $5 price points. The company also has combo stores combining the Dollar Tree and Family Dollar brands under one roof. Uh-oh. Continue. We believe testing additional price points above $1 for Dollar Tree product will enable us over time to expand our assortments, introduce new products, and meet more of our customers' everyday needs. Yeah, because if they kept everything at $1, they would have to shrink the sizes down to, I don't know, maybe 10 years from now, you'll be able to buy one Tic Tac for $1. The CEO said the company remains committed to its core offering of $1 items, but wants to see it push on broader product assortment based on customer feedback. The company plans on having 500 Dollar Tree Plus stores by the end of the year and more than 1,500 by the end of fiscal 2022. The company has 105 combo stores with plans to have over 500 by the end of 2022. Dollar Tree Plus stores have 6% higher sales and a higher gross profit compared to the legacy stores, according to the company's second quarter earnings report. Our shoppers love the combo stores. We're seeing materially increased sales and margin dollars, better returns, and improved paybacks with this format. People are paying more, though. Yeah, it has nothing to do with inflation. Absolutely not. Continue. Good morning, Gerald. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Combo stores are seeing 23% higher sales than traditional Family Dollar stores and a 31% increase in gross margin dollars, according to the company. Shares of Dollar Tree are up 16.16% Wednesday at 100.17. The company's shares are down 5% over the last year and up only 9% over the last 5 years. Five Below. True to its name, Five Below, the retailer offers items priced at $5 and under. After 17 years of this pricing model, Five Below has began testing higher priced items in 2019. With most items priced between $1 and $5 and some extreme value items priced beyond $5, Five Below makes it easy to say yes, the company's website reads. The company reported second quarter sales, $646 million. So it looks like Five Below and Dollar Tree are two that are testing higher priced items. So it won't be Five Below, it'll be Five Above and Dollar Plus. Continue. They also have a handful of $6 to $10 toys. Man, look at that. All right, next. Treasury official, crypto needs adults in the room. Should embrace regulation before crisis hits. So just in case you haven't figured it out yet, the government is the adults in the room, and they should be regulating everything, make sure that we're all playing nice, and that way nobody has to go into timeout. Let's see the article. As regulators circle cryptocurrency, acting comptroller of the currency Michael Hsu warned that the U.S. could be heading for a new financial crisis if oversight over the industry isn't tightened. I doubt it. If the crypto industry doesn't evolve or is more responsible, then we will be headed for a potential rerun of 2008. I doubt it. That is fear-mongering right there. That is absolutely not accurate. Su told Yahoo Finance in an exclusive interview, banks aren't exposed to cryptocurrency in that level. It would hurt. I mean, yeah, it would be bad because obviously people that have cryptocurrencies would lose money, but it definitely wouldn't be 2008. So Mr. Su, I'm going to call you out on this. The official is one of the several crypto skeptics within the Biden administration who have taken more of a hard line on regulating the booming digital coin movement. Su sounded the alarm but noted there's still some time to guard against a crisis. He doesn't expect the sector will blow up in the near term, but we're at a point where there need to be some adults in the room that guide this industry into a more responsible place. Thank you very much. Thanks for being the symbols for the dollar stores. DLTR is Dollar Tree, DLTR. And 5 below, hold on, 5 below. It's just 5, F-I-V-E. So 5 below, 5, and then DLTR for Dollar Tree. Yes, Dollar Tree. Trading at 97.23 right now. Yeah, exactly. They need to stay out. If they would just stay out and the whole thing implodes and people lose money, then that's just lessons learned. I mean, that's just the name of the game in investing. That's how it's been for hundreds of years before we had all of these adults that are trying to regulate everything. And they're just trying to look out for the hedge funds and the banks, let's be honest. Continue. Jobless claims. Another 362,000 individuals filed new claims last week. So jobless claims are up. Gee, I wonder why. Let's see the article. U.S. states saw an unexpected increase in initial jobless filings last week. Unexpected. Even as companies across industries look to bring on workers to fill widespread vacancies. The Labor Department released its weekly jobless claims report Thursday morning. Here were the main metrics from the print compared to consensus estimates compiled by Bloomberg. At the Dollar Tree, Diane? I've never been to a Dollar Tree where the cashiers were nice. So I'm glad they're nice in your area. Week ended September, 362,000 versus 330 expected, and an unrevised 351,000 for the prior week. Continuing claims, 2.802 million versus 2.790 expected, and a revised 2.820 million the prior week. New weekly jobless claims have risen for 3 consecutive weeks. I wonder why. Increasing off a pandemic-era low from earlier this month, but still remaining well below heightened prints from earlier this year. And initial unemployment claims have in recent months drawn closer to their pre-pandemic levels, with new weekly filings have come in at an average weekly pace of just over 200,000 in 2019. That might be the one I'm thinking of, Dollar General. Eric, that might actually be the one that I'm thinking of. Yeah, if they wouldn't have bailed out the banks, I know it would have been a more prolonged crisis. If 2008, if they wouldn't have bailed out the banks, it obviously would have hurt the economy way more. But free market. I mean, that might be cold-hearted, but that's just how it is. Continue. Economists chalked up the mid-month increase in new jobless claims in part to a delayed impact from Hurricane Ida. Really? which may have caused people to postpone unemployment filings at the beginning of the month. New jobless claims had reached a pandemic-era low of 312 at the start of September. I wonder why it's up now. I'll let you make the guesses on that. Next article. Lordstown nears deal to sell Ohio plant to Taiwan's Foxconn. So Lordstown Motors, not doing so well, not doing so hot, under investigation. Looks like they're selling their plant to Taiwan's Foxconn, which is the company that basically makes the iPhone. Let's see the article. Lordstown Motors, the electric truck maker running low on cash, is near an agreement to sell its highly politicized Ohio factory to Taiwan's Foxconn Technology Group. Continue. The companies are set to announce the pact as soon as this week, said the people who asked not to be named, as the plan isn't yet public. They didn't disclose the value of the transaction. Lordstown Motors struck a deal with General Motors in late 2019 to buy the plant the automaker opened in 1966. The sale will bring in much-needed funds and potentially help Lordstown Motors realize the benefit of large-scale manufacturing faster by building multiple models in the same facility along with Foxconn. Oh, so they'll still be in the plant. For the biggest assembler of Apple's iPhone, the plant would establish the company's auto manufacturing footprint in the US as it pushes into electric vehicles. A Lordstown Motors spokesperson declined to comment. Foxconn representatives didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. Lordstown Motors shares rose as much as 8.4% to $7.98 before the start of regular trading Thursday. The company has lost almost 3/4 of its market value over the last year. Continue. Is Taiwan even a country? I wouldn't say that too loud on YouTube. The province of Taiwan. That's horrible. Lordstown Motors has been under investigation by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and Justice Department after an initial probe concluded that prior management made inaccurate statements about pre-orders for the Endurance. The company is pushing for to start deliveries of the pickup next year. Even if the Endurance is well received by customers, Lordstown Motors won't fully utilize its Ohio factory anytime soon. Selling the factory and operating in parallel with Foxconn could help the company better leverage the facility where GM employed 10,000 people at its peak. Continue. I would sell Lordstown Motors. I would sell Ride. I was never a big fan of Lordstown Motors just because they always over-exaggerated their stuff. Yeah, we've got so and so many orders. I mean, they're up 10% today. They were at a high of 872, so almost 18%. I would say it depends on where you bought in. And then if you are in Lordstown Motors and you've taken a huge hit, I would stay in. If it was me that was in, if I got in at like its peak where it was like 20 something dollars, $19 in February, wherever that was at, March 17. At this point, I would just stay in and see if they can turn the thing around or get the company sold off or something like that. For Apple, it might mean that that they're going to be assembling the iPhone here in the US, which is good if they do that, because they can get it to if they come out with a new model, they can get it to market faster if it's in the US. If there's not a massive backlog of ships and containers like we see now in LA and other ports. Yeah, that's yeah, if you're not yet a day trader, you have to wait a certain amount of time. You can only place, I believe it's 3 within 5 days. 3 day trades within 5 days. All right, next. Warby Parker. We talked about this before. They started trading publicly yesterday. WRBY. Let's see where they're at right now. Down a little bit, $53 a share. Let's see the article. Warby Parker shares closed at $54.49 after their public debut on the New York Stock Exchange on Wednesday. The direct-to-consumer eyewear company opened at $54.05, more than 30% higher than their direct listing. Reference price of $40. Warby Parker has seen as a disruptor within the eyewear industry, currently holds a market cap valuation of about $6 billion. What a lot of people don't realize is how big the optical business is. It's $140 billion. Here in the US, we're about 1% market share. We still believe we're in the first inning here. So if that's a company that you're interested in investing in, WRBY, Warby Parker, I'm going to add it to my watch list because I think that it's a great company. What's up, Doug? Welcome. Continue. And the next article.
Yeah, fined to $35,000.
They fined me $35,000? Why, Kevin? I got fined $35,000. Why, Kevin? They fined me $35,000. Kevin, Hey, don't put this on you. This is what you call a meltdown. Why? Meltdown. He gonna get fined for this. He gonna get fined for this.
So if you don't want to get fined, have all your bank accounts be at $599.99, and don't ever make any purchases over $600. So if you're gonna buy a couch, just buy it with buy now, pay later, and pay it in little increments. That way the IRS can't see what you're doing. CEI. You've been trading CEI? I know that was, I saw that on Reddit. Oh, man. So yeah, that's coming up soon. I don't think that's going to pass in the legislation, though, the $600 thing, because many people are upset about it. 136%. Man, nice. Good job, Doug. That's awesome. Continue. Merck will buy drug maker Acceleron Pharma. So Merck's been on our stocks to research before, and now they're buying Acceleron Pharma for about $11.5 billion. The company said on Thursday, as the U.S. pharmaceutical giant looks to beef up its portfolio with drugs for rare diseases, Merck will pay $180 per Acceleron share in cash, representing a premium of about 2.6% to the stock's closing price on Wednesday, according to Refinitiv. The deal gives Merck, which makes the blockbuster cancer drug Keytruda, access to a potentially lucrative rare disease drug candidate. That one. Cambridge, Massachusetts-based Acceleron focuses on therapeutics that treat cardiovascular and other blood-related disorders. Its sotatercept drug, which is currently in a late-stage study, is aimed at treating a rare cardiovascular disease called pulmonary arterial hypertension and a type of high blood pressure that affects the lungs. So Merck's been our companies to research, and I looked at them. I decided that I wasn't going to buy, but I might take another look at them. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think that legislation with the $600 is gonna pass. It's too controversial. Too many people are against that because it just seems like government overreach. And then the banks would have to set up departments where they report all of that to the IRS. So everything is left up to the banks. So I don't think that that $600 or more thing that everybody's talking about, that all those transactions, that's going to pass. Next article. More than a quarter of Nasdaq 100 stocks are in bear markets. Wall Street sees a buying opportunity. We can just go to the list in that article. The Nasdaq 100 bear list. There you go. There are actually 102 stocks in the Nasdaq 100 because Alphabet and Fox have two common share class apiece. So here's the 22 stocks among them that were down at least 20%. So here's some stocks you can take a look at. They're down 20% from their 52-week highs. Let's see them. Pinduoduo is down 58% from 212 to 89 at closing price on September 28th. Baidu, that's Pinduoduo and Baidu, I believe, are both Chinese companies. So those I would still be a little careful about. I know that I posted a watch list yesterday of some stocks that I was taking a look at, and Alibaba is on there. Alibaba I'm just looking at right now. I don't know if the Chinese crackdown is over yet, because there's still headlines coming out every single day. So I'm waiting for that all to calm down a little bit, because I think there will be a buying opportunity in some Chinese stocks. So Baidu is down from 354 to 154. Zoom is way down, 261. Man, I'm glad I sold it. Peloton is down to 87. Biogen from 468 to 284, 39%. NetEase, continue. Trip.com, JD.com, that's another one. Dollar Tree's down 28%. Activision Blizzard, which has been on our list to research before. Micron is down 24%. Continue. Moderna, look at that, down 22%. I had some puts in Moderna, but I sold them. I made some money in that, so I was out. Qualcomm, Intel. Intel's one that I'm going to start looking at again, because it's down over 20%, and I think Intel's a pretty good company. Do I think Jack Ma is dead? I don't think Jack Ma is dead. I think that they just told him to, because Jack Ma was kind of like the Steve Jobs of China, always coming out, making speeches, having keynotes and stuff. I think they told him just to calm down and take a back seat. I think, but I don't think that he's dead. We haven't seen him in a while though.
Oh yes, hello please. We are Chinese people.
No, they didn't like it that he was really challenging the status quo there in China and challenging the Chinese Communist Party, and they did not like that. Continue. I didn't invest in the company. What I did is I got a put option on the company, and I was betting on the stock going down. And so the stock went down, and I made money. The company didn't get any of my money. And when you trade in the stock market, you're investing in the company, yes, but the stock market is an open market. So what happens is, when you buy stock, you're actually buying it from an investor that's selling it. You're not buying the stock directly from the company. And when you sell the stock, you're selling it to an investor that's interested in buying it. That's why sometimes with low volume stocks, if you sell them, it might not go through because there's nobody that wants to buy it, because it's an open market. And so that's how in investments, that's how the investment market works. It's not you buying shares from the company. That's only when there's an IPO. you're actually buying shares from an investor who's selling them, when you're selling shares, an investor will buy them from you, another investor who's interested in them. Gerald has Intel, awesome. Yeah, Alipay, that was the last straw for them. That's when he started getting into trouble. Miami mayor, China's crypto crackdown creates incredible opportunity for America in Bitcoin mining. I agree. I think America should pick up the slack and be the leader when it comes to cryptocurrencies, since China doesn't want anything to do with it. Continue. I think it'll give America a competitive edge. The mayor of Miami, Florida, sees China's cryptocurrency crackdown as the turning point that creates an incredible opportunity for America. He said their losses are gain and America can and will lead the future by providing a clean power home for Bitcoin miners and all who are building on, with, or for Bitcoin. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez, who's been trying to build his city into a Bitcoin hub, sees the crypto crackdown by the Chinese government as an opportunity for his city and the US, he told Bloomberg. The turning point is now. It creates an incredible opportunity for America. Suarez commented on China's crackdown this week. China banning Bitcoin is a massive mistake with impacts that will be felt for generations. Their losses are gain, and America can and will lead the future by providing a clean power home for Bitcoin miners and all who are building on, with, or for Bitcoin. Continue. Continue. The mayor of Miami is not the only politician who sees China's crackdown on crypto as an opportunity for the US. China's authoritarian crackdown on crypto, including Bitcoin, is a big opportunity for the US and is also a reminder of our huge structural advantage over China, said Senator Pat Toomey from Pennsylvania. Congressman Patrick McHenry said China's decision to restrict access represents a perfect opportunity for American leadership on cryptocurrency. Mayor Suarez said earlier this week that he has been actively trying to convince cryptocurrency miners that South Florida offers great opportunities for mining, including clean energy options such as nuclear, solar, and hydroelectric. He confirmed that he has spoken to the CEO of Florida Power and Light, Eric Silligy, about attracting crypto business to the area. He tweeted in May that the city of Miami can mine Bitcoin with clean nuclear energy provided by Florida Power and Light. We want to be the crypto mining capital of the world and know it can be done sustainably and incorporate solar. Good morning, Jesse. Continue. Salvadoran president shares video of volcano-powered Bitcoin mining facility. Do we have the video? Yeah. Yeah, Miami is really leading the pack there when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Good morning, Ryan from Kentucky. That's right, bringing it back to America. It's the same with Foxconn coming over here and companies coming over here to do chip manufacturing. It's great. It's good news. China actually, there was another article that they're now banning the sale of those ASIC mining devices, the ones you'll see in the video, from being sold on like Chinese Amazon, which is Alibaba. Video's ready? All right, let's see it. So there you have it. El Salvador mining Bitcoin with geothermal energy, clean energy. Good morning, Julie. Roxy, I have Carnival stock. I don't know whether to hold on to it or not. I haven't looked at Carnival. I had Carnival stock. I sold it at the beginning of this year. Right around, I want to say right around April or March. that depends on when you bought into Carnival. I mean, did you buy into them at the beginning of the pandemic, like in March last year, or when? I think that all of that, like the cruise shipping industry and all of that, I think that's going to come back. It already is. You know, there's already cruise ships going, but I think it's going to come back eventually. And so it might be a good long-term hold because they were trading at close to $50. If you've made a return, if you invested in them at the beginning of the pandemic and you've made a good return on them, I say why get greedy? Why not just, you can sell some of it and keep some of it if you'd like to just keep investing, and maybe it'll go back up to $50 where it was. Cheyenne, Wyoming might be the next Silicon Valley for crypto. And Cynthia Loomis, the senator from Wyoming, is very friendly towards crypto. It's not a bad idea, Doug. Landwatch.com. They got some good real estate on there. All right, let's take a look at the stocks to research for today. Medium risk, CI, Cigna Corp. Cigna is a health services company that offers medical, dental, insurance, and related products and services. It's one of the largest employee benefits organizations in the US. They have had some earnings beats so far this year and have seen revenue and earnings per share growth over the past 5 years. The stock has been hammered lately from a high of $272 to just over $200 a share. Let's see where they're at right now. CI, Cigna, $204 a share. Price to book value is just over 1.4x, and the price to earnings ratio is also not bad. It's actually fairly low compared to the industry at 8.92x. Should have no problem repaying debts that it has, and also has a dividend yield at around 1.96. Company is fairly undervalued compared to most in the industry. If I did invest today, I would try and get at least a 10% return. So it wouldn't be a long-term hold. It would probably be like a short to medium-term hold. Try and get 10% and then sell it. So Cigna, CI. And then high risk, we've had this one before. BDSI, Biodelivery Sciences. I looked at this one again, and I think I'm going to buy into this one. So Biodelivery Sciences, a specialty pharmaceutical company. Company develops pharmaceutical products aimed primarily in the areas of pain management and addiction. They have a couple of products that have already been FDA approved. There's been a good amount of insider trading to the positive. They have a lot of insider traders that are buying the stock. BDSI. Let's see where they're trading at today. BDSI. 367. So they're down a little bit from when I first mentioned it. They're down about 5% this month. I think that there might be a good opportunity here very soon to buy. And so I'm looking at that one. BDSI, Biodelivery Sciences. It'll just be a small allocation to this stock. Then we've had some. Yesterday, I had a question about the stock CPT, Camden Property Trust. I think the company is fairly overvalued looking at it at the price that it is. There's some other real estate investment trusts, some other REITs that are better priced. That being said, I like the company because it's still developing projects, and it owns land in various parts of the U.S. that where it can continue to build property, so it just owns open land. But for me personally, the REIT doesn't have enough upside potential to justify investing money and receiving a 2% dividend yield. So this would be, if I did buy it, it would be a short-term hold, maybe try and get, at least 5% out of it or something like that. But I don't want to tie up money in that one. There's other REITs, and I can, you know what, maybe I'll just give out some REITs tomorrow. Because there are some REITs that I'm invested in that give more than a 2% dividend yield, and they're also not trading at $180 a share, I think is where this one is at. Yes, $150 a share. So it's a little too high for that real estate investment trust. No problem. And then I've got a tip of the day. Tip of the day? Tip of the day. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you set investment goals. Because if you don't have goals set, then where's your portfolio going? So what are the goals for your portfolio? Are you just trying to make money for money's sake, or do you have goals set? Have a long-term portfolio and a play portfolio. Set aside some money to play with. That way you don't risk all your money. So you have some safer stocks, even some tech stocks or whatever that wouldn't be considered low risk, that you just invest in and just leave the money. And then other stocks that you can just play with. There's sometimes some months, some quarters where I did better with my play portfolio. So I outperformed my play portfolio than my long-term portfolio, just with, day trading or whatever I was doing, options trading with that one. But make sure that you set some benchmarks for your long-term portfolio and some loose benchmarks for your short-term portfolio. So it will be how much of a percentage would I like to make this year? 10, 12, 20% on my long-term portfolio. And then for your short-term portfolio to be more on like a monthly or a weekly basis. What kind of percentage would I like to do this week? I want to do 5%. I want to do 3%. So that's what you can do with your short-term. So what percentage return on average do I want from my portfolio? And then write it down. And that way you have steady increase in your long-term portfolio. Even though you might have some good days and bad days in your play money, it won't affect your long-term portfolio. That's basically the Buffett rule. Just invest and keep it invested. And that's how you became a billionaire. That's how Charlie Munger became a billionaire. So Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, and there was a third guy. The third guy, I don't even know his name, but I know that there was three of them initially. And the third guy, he made some investment mistakes, and that's why you don't hear his name. You know of Charlie Munger, you know of Warren Buffett. They're two big Berkshire Hathaway guys, and they're multi-billionaires because they didn't make a lot of investment mistakes. They had a play portfolio and they had a long-term portfolio. So there you have it. That's the tip of the day. Make sure you set some investment goals for yourself. And if you would like to invest in Revival today, you can do so today. And we'll send you our Buy the Dip shirt that has Patrick Franz with the suspenders, Michael Douglas.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
T-shirt that you can wear. Show everybody that you're a super fan of Check the Market. We'll send that to you for a donation of any size today. You can do so by going to revivaltoday.com/give. #donate on Facebook. You can text RT to 50155. $RTGive on Cash App and Venmo at RTGive. revivaltoday.com/PayPal if you'd like to give by PayPal. We also accept cryptocurrencies. So there's the cryptocurrencies. If you'd like to donate any other cryptocurrencies other than the ones that are there that you see when you scan the code, you can call us at 412-446-2332. Continue. That's right, Revival Today. I just lost my train of thought. Revival Today, P.O. Box 7, Prosperity, 15329. And then don't forget to claim your offer, revivaltoday.com/offer. Make sure you tune in at 11 a.m. for our Revival Today live broadcast with Evangelist Jonathan. And then at 4 p.m. live with Maddie Ortiz. Check the news tonight at 10 p.m. And tomorrow morning prayer. And then with Evangelist Kofi at 7:30. And then check the market at 9:20. I'll see you tomorrow. It was nice to meet you too, Stacy, in Harrisburg. I'm glad to do it. Awesome. Well, let's check the market one last time before we sign off. It looks like we already have some changes from when we started here. The Dow Jones is down 55 points, 46 points. S&P is up 6. Nasdaq's up about 0.5%. So we'll see where stocks end out September this afternoon. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Go out and make some money today. See ya.